So I have a bit of a confession to make. I used to pick at my lips quite badly. This is often because they were dry, and in doing so I would damage them further, leading to more water loss, which would lead to more dryness, and the vicious cycle continued for a few years until I decided to do something about it. This is why I was so motivated to make a lip balm that would finally break this vicious cycle. During my research, I was feeling a bit uninspired by all the commonly used waxes in lip balms like candelilla, carnauba, and beeswax because they all come with their own sustainability issues. Let's start with candelilla. Candelilla is made from a wild plant and its production is quite dangerous. It has to be dipped in acid so that the wax comes out. Often these workers are handling the wax without much safety equipment and get paid very, very low wages. While candelilla can be made sustainably, the supply chain is very murky at the moment, and being one of the most wild harvested plants in the world, it could quickly become endangered. With beeswax, many animal lovers will want to refrain from using it, as bees can sometimes be treated in cruel ways. High demand for bee products such as wax will likely lead to unsustainable practices because it has become such a massive industry. I recommend watching Earthling Ed's video about why vegans don't eat honey. If you still want to use beeswax, the best way would be to buy from small local producers that you trust, but not everyone can and wants to do that. Finally, carnauba wax, used in many industries from cosmetics, food, and automobile, has similar sustainability issues to palm oil or soy with regards to deforestation and monocultures. Although the rate of deforestation is not as bad as with palm or soy, and there are initiatives to ensure sustainable carnauba wax, I wonder if it can really meet the demand of all sorts of industries in the coming future. Honestly, I was going to give up on this project until I found rice bran wax. At first I thought, rice, surely that's not sustainable, coming from so far away, producing so much methane and using up so much water. But by looking more into it, I found out that rice bran is actually on the outer layer of the rice corn, so basically the brown stuff that gets removed before turning to white rice. Well, it turns out that this rice bran also contains valuable oils and waxes which can be further used. However, astonishingly, rice bran gets thrown away sometimes. Wait. So basically, we're cultivating this rice, producing all this methane, using up all this water, and in the end we end up wasting a part of the plant which we could use, and instead of that we destroy forests and intensively harvest wild plants? That does not make sense.
According to the FAO, we produced 516 million tons of white rice in 2022. To visualize that better, it represents the weight of about 3 million blue whales. The percentage of rice bran wax that can be extracted can vary, but on average it is 10%, so that would be 51 million metric tons. Of that, 18% can be turned into rice bran oil, so that gives us about 9 million metric tons, an equivalent of 90,000 blue whales each year. If you're wondering how many blue whales worth of wax is that, well, it is 5,000 blue whales, or 510 metric tons of rice bran wax that could be produced if we just wanted to make rice bran wax out of rice bran. In fact, we produce much less of the other waxes compared to what is possible with rice brans, so it seems to me that we could easily cover our needs with rice bran.
And this rice bran could be used in so many industries, not just in the cosmetic space, as a plastic alternative, in candle making or cooking. Because of its high melting point, rice bran wax is actually the perfect alternative to candelilla, carnauba, and beeswax. Turning a waste product into something useful is called upcycling, and is such a sustainable way to formulate because we are using resources in a much smarter way. This got me quite excited, and I wondered what else I could use in this balm that is upcycled. In a lip balm, the right blend of waxes, oils, and butters give us the consistency we are looking for. Enter floral waxes. These are the byproducts of the floral absolutes. They will help in hardening the balm and add this amazing smell without having to add any more essential oils to the lip balm. However, quick disclaimer, I'm not sure that floral waxes are allowed by Cosmos. I didn't see them on their list of approved ingredients. As far as I know, it is because of hexane, the solvent used to extract them. I normally only like to work with Cosmos approved ingredients, but in this case I decided to make a little exception in the name of upcycling. Also, from what I read, the hexane is reused during production to extract more absolutes. Please let me know if you know anything about this. For now, it seems that hexane is unfortunately the most effective solvent out there, but I'm really hoping there will be some green solvent alternatives that are just as effective in the near future. If you only want to work with Cosmos approved ingredients, you can substitute the Floral Waxes for berry wax or murica wax. They have similar melting points to Floral Waxes and would be great alternatives. Now let's talk about the butter I chose in this formula. I chose mango butter because it is neutral in smell but gives a wonderful creamy texture without feeling greasy. Mango butter is also made by upcycling mango seeds, which are often discarded in the food industry. In fact, waste from mango processing yields between 150,000 to 400,000 tons. By the way, this ship weighs 150,000 tons, so you can picture the waste better. Discarding mango waste in huge quantities in the open like it is done in Asia has become an environmental hazard, believe it or not, because the rotting fruit attracts disease-carrying insects. In the lip balm, I also added castor oil. It is not upcycled, but it is a standard ingredient used in lip balms. It gives a nice long glossy feel to the lips while improving the texture of the balm due to its higher viscosity. I also used lecithin in this, which is a phospholipid that gives a wonderfully creamy and cushiony feeling to the lips, and it will help repair a damaged lip barrier. Seriously, it is such a secret ingredient in lip products that should not be missed. There are actually 2 more upcycled ingredients in this balm. Can you guess which one they are? I used apricot oil and raspberry CO2 extract. Apricot oil will provide a nice glide to the balm, and raspberry seed oil will nourish the skin because of its high linoleic content and will give the balm a beautiful yellow color. So now let's finally move on to the method. First, measure out and melt all the ingredients of phase A. In the meantime, you can measure phase B in another beaker. Once phase A has melted off, you can turn off the heat and remove from the stove, but still keep it in the double boiler. Now add phase B and mix thoroughly. Once these are combined, remove from the double boiler. Quickly pour the mix in the lip balm tube and set to cool. If you get that sink cool, you can simply pour the remainder of the molten lip balm on top. Also, a hairdryer should help smoothen it all out. This lip balm is definitely not sticky and won't give an overly glossy look. Lips will simply look plump and smooth. I hope you liked this video. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you enjoyed this lip balm tutorial, I'm sure you'll like the next video, which is about making a body scrub, which could technically be used as a lip scrub too.